I know you've probably tried a funded challenge before and failed, maybe multiple times. And right now you're thinking these prop firms are designed to make you lose, right? Well, what if I told you that 95% of traders fail funded challenges, not because the firms are rigged, but because they're approaching them completely wrong? Well, I'm about to share the 5 secrets that most traders never discover. These simple truths that, once you understand them, your chances of passing your next funded challenge go up by 95%. Here's the first secret that nobody talks about. Most people who fail funded challenges blame the prop firm. They say things like,
"The firm is hunting my stops,"
or
"They're manipulating the market against me."
But here's the truth. The real enemy isn't the firm. It's what's happening between your ears. Think about it this way. When you're trading with your own $500, you might risk $10 per trade and sleep just fine. But suddenly, when you're trading a $100,000 funded account, that same $10 risk feels massive because you know real money is on the line. Your brain goes into panic mode. This is what I call real money stress syndrome. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty, and you start making emotional decisions instead of logical ones. You either become too conservative and miss good opportunities, or you become reckless trying to make up for lost time. But here's where it gets interesting, and this leads me perfectly to secret number 2, which is going to blow your mind about how to actually start a funded challenge. Secret number 2 is something I call the baby trade strategy. Before you even think about making real trades on your funded account, you need to place one tiny, almost insignificant trade. I'm talking about risking maybe $5 or $10 maximum. Now you might be thinking,
"Why would I waste time on such a small trade?"
but here's what this baby trade actually does. It's like a test drive before buying a car. You're checking that your lot sizing is correct, that your platform executes properly, and that you can close trades without any weird pop-ups or technical issues. Imagine this scenario. You're confident in your strategy. You place your first real trade risking $200, and suddenly you can't close it because of a platform glitch. Your heart is pounding, you're panicking, and by the time you figure it out, you've lost way more than you planned. That baby trade would have caught this issue when it only cost you $5. But even after you've done your baby trade, there's still one massive mistake that kills most traders' accounts, and it's probably something you're doing right now without even realizing it. Secret number 3 is about something called bias flexibility. Here's what happens to most traders. They do their analysis, they decide the market is going up, they enter a long position, and then the market starts dropping. But instead of admitting they were wrong, they hold on, hoping the market will turn around. This is like being a detective who finds evidence that proves their original theory was wrong. But instead of changing their mind, they ignore the new evidence and stick with their first guess. In trading, this stubborn thinking will destroy your account faster than anything else. The secret is learning to zoom out and reevaluate. When a trade goes against you, don't ask yourself,
"How can I make this work?"
Instead, ask, what is the market actually telling me right now? Sometimes the best trade is to flip your position completely and go the opposite direction. I know this sounds scary because it feels like admitting defeat. But here's the thing. In funded challenges, being wrong is not the problem. Staying wrong is the problem. The faster you can admit a mistake and adjust, the more profitable you'll become. Now, this next secret is probably the most overlooked opportunity in funded trading, and it's sitting right in front of you, completely free. Secret number 4 is what I call the demo cushion strategy. Most traders think demo accounts are just for practice, but smart traders use them as a secret weapon. Here's how it works. Instead of jumping straight into a paid challenge, you start with the free trial or demo version of the same challenge. You trade it exactly like it's real money, following all the same rules. The goal is to build up a profit cushion, maybe $2,000, $3,000, or even $5,000 in demo profits. Now here's the genius part. Once you've proven you can be profitable in the demo, you convert to the real challenge. But you're not starting from zero anymore. You're starting with a massive head start because you already know your strategy works with these specific rules. It's like practicing a speech in front of a mirror before giving it to a real audience. By the time you're risking real money, you've already rehearsed everything. You know exactly how to hit your profit target because you've literally done it before. This builds 2 super important things, but I'll let you hear why this is a good idea from one of the top funded traders in the world.
Then, what is your number 1 tip to pass a prop firm challenge?
Number 1 tip is 2 things. Number 1, there's proof of concept and confidence. Proof of concept is ultimately understanding that the strategy that you have, or the edge that you have, actually works, right? Like, that's so important. You can't go and trade your account with actually the proof of concept. So that comes with back testing, sample testing, understanding your psychology, understanding yourself, and understanding that the whole thing will pan itself out over a period of time. Because if we don't have any of that, no matter what you do, It won't work, right? Because if you don't have a profitable strategy, you can get lucky. You can get lucky once. And this is actually one of the worst things that can happen in trading, is to taste the success. By getting lucky, trading a strategy that doesn't even work, but you just got lucky with those wins, got a payout, and you think it works, and then you spend the next 5 years doing the same shit and not getting results because you don't actually have the proof of concept. So the proof of concept is key over a period of time. So that's number one. Then number two is confidence. And confidence is actually understanding with an unwavering mindset that the work that I put in, the proof of concept and all that work I put in works, and that I have to stick to that. Because it's simple. Everyone who's watching this, or anyone who's traded for a period of time, has gone through a losing streak. Guess what happens in your losing streak? Your confidence goes. What happens in drawdown? Your confidence goes. But the question is, okay, let's take a step back. Why? Like, why is your confidence wavering? Just because there's a negative balance on there, just because you've lost a trade. But isn't that supposed to be part of the process? Isn't that actually part of the proof of concept? Haven't you gone through your back testing and your sample testing and understood that, okay, cool, I can actually have a 6 or 8 trading period losses, that I just have to draw back the risk as soon as I've had 4 or more, right? So then if I have 4 losses, I know that if I do go into this period, I'm going to dynamic risk and take risk off of the table and drop it down, so that if I do go into, or if I do go further into drawdown, the damage is minimal. And then when I call back up and when I'm in break even, then I can put the risk back on and size it back up. So it's incredibly important to have these two things. Number one, the proof of concept, understanding that the edge works over a period of time, that your strategy works, you've got a team and you've got people and you're developing it and you're seeing the proof of it. And then have number two is the confidence to understand that you will be successful and you will fucking win.
Absolutely love that.
This final secret is about a huge change in the industry that most people don't even know about, but it's a complete game changer. Secret number 5 is about timing. And this is huge. The old model of funded challenges used to be brutal. You had 30 days to hit your profit target or you failed. This created a pressure cooker environment where people would take crazy risks just to beat the clock. But here's what's changed. Most major prop firms have completely eliminated those time limits. You now have unlimited time to hit your profit target. Think about what this means. Instead of needing to make $8,000 in 30 days, you can now make $200 per week for 40 weeks if you want. This is like the difference between running a sprint and taking a leisurely walk to the same destination. The sprint might get you there faster, but you're more likely to trip and fall. The steady walk is almost guaranteed to get you there safely. The secret is to completely change your mindset. Instead of asking, how can I make this much money this fast? Start asking, how can I make this much money this consistently? Plan for steady, boring gains instead of trying to hit home runs every day. So there you have it. 5 secrets that transform funded challenges from impossible mountains into manageable hills. Remember, it's not about the firm being against you. It's about managing your mind. Start with baby trades. Stay flexible with your bias. Use demos to build confidence and take advantage of unlimited time. But there's one more thing that stands in the way of you passing your next funded challenge. It's choosing the right prop firm. But which one is the best?
So FTMO is an online prop firm. They started in 2015, so about 9 years ago. They're probably one of the leading prop firms right now. They have great trading conditions, 24-hour customer support, but most importantly, if you follow their rules, they do pay out their traders. So in order to access this account, you're required to pass a challenge that tests your trading skills. You have a 10K account, 25K account, 50K, 100K, and 200K. So usually there's 2 phases for the challenge. You have a phase 1 and a phase 2. So in the first phase of the challenge, you need to achieve a 10% profit. So let's say you went for a 100K account. What this means is you need to achieve $10,000 in profit in order to pass. So just an FYI, a lot of people fail the challenge because they hit the 5% max daily loss. I've certainly done it before, so it's one of those things that you really need to be careful of. I recommend taking the time to read through all of this on the FTMO website. And if you have any questions, definitely use the live chat because the live chat is really good and it's 24/7. So once you pass the phase 1, you will receive an account for the phase 2 of the challenge. And in the phase 2, you still have the 10% maximum loss and 5% max daily loss, but there's a 5% profit target. So you need to make $5,000 to pass phase 2, which is much easier than phase 1. So there's unlimited trading days, so you can take as long as you want for the challenge. So the great thing about FTMO is when you pass and you get your first payout, your challenge fee is actually refunded with the first payout. When you pass a challenge, which I'm sure eventually you'll do, and you get a live funded account, there's no profit target, but there is still the 10% max loss and 5% daily loss.
If this video helped you see funded challenges differently, hit that like button and subscribe because I share strategies like this every week. And if you want to dive deeper, check out my video on the 8 traps every trader must overcome to become profitable. I'll link it right here. Remember, funded challenges aren't hard. They're just misunderstood. Now go out there and prove it to yourself.